Have you ever stepped outside and suddenly felt like everyone was watching you? Not just casually noticing you, but actually observing you in detail. Like you're being evaluated without anyone saying a word. It's a strange feeling, subtle at first, but then it grows. You become aware of your body in ways you normally wouldn't. Your walk feels different. Your posture feels forced. Even your face feels like it's doing something wrong, even though nothing has changed. You start thinking about how you look from the outside, how other people might be perceiving you, what they might be thinking, even though you have no real evidence. And the more you think about it, the stronger the feeling becomes. It's almost like stepping into an invisible spotlight, one that follows you everywhere you go, making you feel exposed, vulnerable, and constantly observed. But here's the question most people never stop to ask. Is that spotlight actually real? Or is it something your mind created? The anxiety. As you continue walking, your awareness doesn't fade, it intensifies. Your brain shifts into a state of hyperfocus, but instead of focusing on the world around you, it focuses entirely on you. Every step becomes something you monitor. You start adjusting things that never needed adjusting. Your shoulders, your hands, your pace. You question movements that used to be automatic. Simple actions suddenly feel unnatural, like you're doing them incorrectly for the first time. Your thoughts begin to loop. Am I walking weird? Do I look nervous? Can people tell I'm overthinking? And as these thoughts repeat, they start to feel more convincing. The anxiety builds, not because something is actually happening, but because your mind is constantly scanning for something that might be wrong. And the more you search, the more you find, even if what you're finding isn't real. Distorted perception. At this point, your perception starts to shift. Your brain begins to interpret neutral situations as meaningful. Things that would normally pass by unnoticed suddenly feel important. A quick glance from a stranger feels like a deliberate stare. A random laugh in the distance feels connected to you. Your mind fills in gaps with assumptions. It builds a story where you are at the center of everything happening around you. And the strange part is, it feels believable, because your brain isn't just thinking these things. It's presenting them as if they're true. It magnifies small details and turns them into evidence. Evidence that people are watching, evidence that you're being judged. But in reality, what you're experiencing isn't an accurate reflection of the outside world. It's an internal projection, a version of reality shaped more by your thoughts than by what's actually happening. Reality check. Now here's where everything changes. If you could step outside of your own perspective for just a moment and look at the situation objectively, you'd notice something surprising. People aren't focused on you. They're walking, talking, thinking, scrolling on their phones. They're dealing with their own thoughts, their own concerns, their own insecurities. The same way you're focused on yourself, they're focused on themselves. That glance you thought meant something, it was probably nothing. That laugh you connected to yourself, it had nothing to do with you. The attention you felt so strongly wasn't actually there, not because you don't matter, but because everyone else is too occupied living inside their own world. The spotlight you feel isn't coming from others, it's coming from your own mind. The psychology. This experience has a name. It's called the spotlight effect, a psychological bias where we believe we are being noticed far more than we really are. Your brain naturally places you at the center of your own experience, and because of that, it assumes you are also the center of other people's attention. But that assumption is flawed. Everyone else is the main character in their own story, just like you are in yours, which means their attention is directed inward, not outward. The spotlight effect doesn't come from reality. It comes from self-focus. The more you analyze yourself, the more it feels like others are analyzing you too. But in truth, most people barely notice the details you spend so much time worrying about. Relatable moments. Think about the times you felt this the most. Walking into a room late, convinced everyone noticed. Making a small mistake in public, feeling like it defined the moment. Wearing something slightly different, and assuming it stood out too much. In those moments, the feeling is intense, almost undeniable. But what happens afterward? Most of the time, nothing. No one brings it up. No one reacts the way you expected. No one even remembers, because while you were focused on that moment, everyone else was focused on something completely different. Their own thoughts, their own concerns, their own lives. And just like that, something that felt huge to you, but it was almost invisible to everyone else. Don't forget to like this video, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. So what does all of this mean? It means the pressure you feel when walking in public isn't coming from people. It's coming from perception, from a mind that is trying to protect you, but ends up making you feel exposed instead. But once you understand this, something shifts. You stop treating every moment like a performance. You stop assuming every glance has meaning. You stop carrying the weight of an audience that doesn't exist. And slowly, walking in public becomes what it was always meant to be, just walking. No spotlight, no silent judgment, no constant observation, just you. Moving through a world where everyone else is doing the exact same thing, living inside their own thoughts. And when you truly realize that you don't just feel less anxious, you feel free.